What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm out here tonight for a solo overnight back in the backcountry, right next to a peaceful little stream. Don't have any tent with me, just got a tarp. So we're gonna try to do some bushcrafty type of stuff. If my plan doesn't work out, then I can always just camp under the tarp and that'll be totally fine. Do an A-frame or something. We'll get it figured out, but the most important thing is we're gonna have fun. We're out in the nature. I've got some great beers. I've got some good food to cook up. Gonna cook right on the campfire. But before we do any of that, I gotta take a little nip off of the old banana flask. Whew. That is Fireball cinnamon whiskey. Not something I drink a ton of, but I forgot to fill the banana flask up at home. Had to stop by a gas station on the way here, and that is all they had. So we are drinking Fireball whiskey for the remainder of the camp tonight. So, all right, without further ado, let's get into it. Bugs are a little bad, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little fire going, and we'll keep it small, but we'll just nurse that and get some smoke going so we can clear these bugs out of here. No! No! Well, that's the end of the saw. There's no replacing that. Okay, so what I was planning on doing was building up a wall here and then building up a wall up against this tree here. And then I was going to come over top with a lean-to with my tarp and do kind of like a ridge line between the two walls. We're going to have to pivot because I'm not going to be able to do this kind of building with the amount of time I have left without having a saw. There's no way that's going to work. So I'm going to treat this as if I was really out in the woods and this genuinely happened to me and I couldn't make it out. What would I do? So we're going to do a plow point tarp coming from this tree, coming back here. We're going to repurpose this into a fire reflector. I'll just move the fire over a little bit and that will be pretty good. And my great grandpa used to say, pretty good is hard to beat. I'm going to go ahead and have myself a beer. Platform Beer Company, Canal Way. This is an IPA brewed with natural flavors. Yep. That's good. That is good. Doggone it. Trees in the way. For crying out loud. Okay. Sometimes the ones where things don't go to plan turn out to be the most interesting. I can hear people right now saying, that's every trip that you're on. But that's cool, as long as you're enjoying watching it. Okay. That'll work. Oh, there's so much space under here. It's actually pretty awesome. Oh, starting to get just a little chilly. I'll throw this long sleeve on here. I know the temperature is going to drop, and it's starting to. Got this new poncho I've been wanting to try out. And these guys were nice enough to send it over to me. Pretty cool. Yeah, I actually like this a lot. It's got these nice grommets on it, so you can do a lot of stuff with it. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and use this as a ground sheet because it's not raining until the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and move the fire here-ish. I'm gonna want it in front of the shelter, not way off to the side like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna move it forward just a little bit here. It's basically out anyway. It's almost needs to be relit, so no biggie. Yeah, these rocks aren't even hot. I went ahead and stashed all that wood. You know, doesn't always work out. If you watch my videos, a lot of times it doesn't work out, but that's okay. You know, you don't get anything done without trying. I'm still having a good time. I'm out here. You know, I love being out. I love camping. I love solo camping. Life is good. And you know, I can always do the tarp camp. So I stashed the rest of that wood, and before it gets completely hot, where the bugs are just completely out of control, we'll see if I come back and if I'm able to finish this shelter idea that I was going to do. But if not, we'll see what's happening in the fall. Either way, I'm just happy to be out. I'm just happy to be camping. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the video. We've got sunset here in about a half an hour. I'm just gonna get my my coals going and get my fire situated, and we'll get dinner on, because that's our next step here. I'll let these burn in half. Whew. And I'll just keep feeding them back into the fire. so not this past winter, but winter before that, the 21-22 winter, I had this coat, and I did my first ever hot tent, and it was kind of jury rigged. You know, I did an A-frame tarp, and then I just pulled an old rusty kind of wood stove that my mom let me use. Hi, Mom. And I ended up brushing the arm past the pipe and just completely burning the coat. I did it this winter too on a different coat. But anyway, I saved the coat, and a bunch of people in the comments told me to take it to a tailor and get it made into a vest. So I appreciate the advice. That was a really good piece of advice. I did it. I've never had a puffy vest like this, but it's pretty awesome. It's like super versatile, and I really like it a lot. So anyway, thanks to the people in the comments. Appreciate the good advice. So for dinner tonight, I'm going to do something that my wife made for me the other night. She just decided to you know, kind of whip it up, and it was super good. And it was just like a baked potato with her chili put on top of it. And then I've got some sriracha sauce to go on top of that. So, and I've been experimenting with dehydrating her chili, as you saw in the videos with Kevin, and it's worked super well. So I'm going to rehydrate some of her chili, and I've got a potato covered in foil. I'm going to throw that in the coals, so stay tuned for that. I like to bring this pan even when I don't intend to cook with it. It works really well as a plate, but also you just never know when it's going to come in handy. It's so light it barely weighs anything. Quick heat up on that. is it. There is no question about that. Woo! So good. That is so good. I forgot to bring cheese. I was going to put cheese on top of it. Doggone it. It's still absolutely fantastic. That is fantastic. That is a really good camp meal, and it's shelf stable, which means I can take it on the upcoming canoe trips that I'm working on. Oh my God. Big thank you to Mrs. Bananas for making the chili for me. It's become a real mainstay in our house. I don't think my wife had ever made chili until I requested, not that long ago, but she's a real wizard in the kitchen, and I'm a lucky man. So if you guys want to leave me a comment and you're not sure what to say, Mrs. Bananas always loves that when you say hi to her. So, and she helps me edit, so she'll see this too. Hi, babe. Just a little update, life update for you guys. Mrs. Bananas and I are getting ready to do our first international trip as a couple. We're going to Ireland. We've got friends of ours who are getting married in Ireland. A very close friend of ours is from Ireland, lives here now, and she's having her wedding back out in Ireland. So a huge group of us are heading out there. By the time you see this, we might be back, we might be there, who knows, you know. We're leaving soon, but if you guys want to see some footage, you know, we're doing hikes and we're doing all kinds of stuff. So if you want to see some footage on the channel, let me know, and I'll put some kind of compilation together for you guys. Woo. My God, this is so good. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, maybe have one more beer, enjoy this fire for a little bit, and then I'm gonna hit the hay ambushed. Anything crazy happens, I'll definitely film it. Otherwise, I will check back with you guys in the morning. Good night, everybody. I actually thought I made it out camping without getting into the rain. That's crazy. The chance of rain was low, so I obviously thought it was a possibility, and I did prep for it. I'm under a tarp, you know, but I wasn't quite expecting all this. Pretty cool. Whenever I say I'm gonna turn in for bed, and if anything interesting happens, I'm gonna film it. I think a lightning storm counts as interesting. Louise. That's crazy. Outside of the lightning, it's like the perfect thing to sleep to. It's a little unnerving when you're just underneath a tarp and you're watching big, huge bursts of lightning go off. The rain is super peaceful. Oh my God. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna try to get some sleep at. I mean, holy cow. It's getting crazier and crazier. We'll see what happens here. Morning, everybody. Oh, I slept in a little bit. That rain on the tarp was just really nice. Oh, it was so relaxing. But the rain has stopped, so I don't have an excuse. I need to get up, get the heck out of here. So yeah, so let's get up and at 'em. Let's do it. That's not even too bad. That's not even that wet. I think that can go in the pack. That'll be fine. Oh. I was going to attach this to the outside of the pack, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. Whew. All right, everybody. That is another one in the books. I greatly appreciate everybody for sticking through the video this far. It means the absolute world to me. If you have not done so yet, please click that banana. We're going to catch you on the next one. Bye, everybody.